G'day again and welcome to this week's FriBaT, Friday Beers and Tools with Andy. This week we're looking at another one of the Bridge Road Brewers, easy for me to say, from Beechworth in Victoria. This is their Indian Pale Ale called BLING. Interesting. Up your kilt. Interesting beer. Some Indian Pale Ales I don't like as much as others. This one's not bad. What does Bridge Road Brewers say about their BLING? BLING is Australia's longest continually produced IPA. A super balanced beer inspired by British tradition. BLING's iconic red hue comes courtesy of lashings of rich Vienna malts which are artfully balanced with firm hop bitterness. Yes, there is definitely a lot more bitterness in it than a normal pale ale. Again, that's one of the traits of an Indian pale ale, a little bit more bitter. This is a pretty heavy beer at 5.8%, so that makes it a 1.5 standard drinks in a standard stubby. They use hops from Vic Secret, Enigma, Galaxy, Citra and Simcoe, and malt Gladfield Ale, Melanoidin, Cara Red, Shepherd's Delight. Like I said, I like some Indian Pale Ales and others not so much. This one's pretty good. On my beer scale, what do I give the BLING Indian Pale Ale? On my spanner scale. On my beer scale, it's an Indian Pale Ale. On my spanner scale, what do I give the BLING IPA? Quite an easy drinking IPA. It's not too heavy on the bitterness, reasonably hoppy, but it's a nice beer. I'm going to give that a solid 4 out of 5 because I'm not a huge fan of IPAs, but that one's pretty good. No such thing as a bad beer, there's just better beer. Rightio, on to this week's tool. Coming into summer in Australia, no, definitely is summer in Australia, even though in the northern hemisphere, of course, you're coming into winter. Recently had the opportunity to purchase one of these Makita oscillating LXT fans. So LXT meaning that it takes the 18-volt batteries, which I already have in my Makita range. This is the DCF 203Z, and again Z on the Makita range indicates that it's a skin. It's not a kit. It's just the fan itself. No batteries, no charger. These retail in Australia for $149 at Total Tools and other tool outlets. So let's open it up and see what you get in the box. Here's an oscillating fan. Okay, in the top we've got an AC adapter, which is probably a very handy thing compared to a lot of battery powered fans. They only run off the battery and then you have to recharge the battery. If you have AC available, it has an AC adapter built in. I haven't yet been able to find out whether this charges the battery. I would say it does not. So, but a handy addition nevertheless. If you've got AC power, run it off AC power. Well packaged, being Makita. There's the standard multi-language Makita handbook. And the lovely plastic bag, do not let children play with. Alright, let's turn this around. As you can see from the video there, it is a single battery, so 18 volt fan. It tilts, multi-direction. Oh my goodness, it goes straight up. That's amazing. And it oscillates up to 45 degrees either direction. Let's whack a battery in it. Like most things, fans use a lot of battery power. They reckon that this will last 7 hours on a 6 ampere hour battery on high speed, which is pretty good. I've currently got a 4 ampere hour battery going into it. They come up with some amazing figures. It moves 190 meters per minute of air. That's its max airspeed, and it has 3 speed settings for fan control. It also has an inbuilt timer, which is particularly handy if you're camping or whatever and you want to conserve your battery. 1, 2 and 4 hours on the timer. And it has a sound output of 53 dB, which is equivalent to normal speech level. As I said, it's oscillating, so it moves 45 degrees left and right. The fan diameter, the actual fan diameter, is 235 mils or 9¼ inches, and without the battery it weighs 1.9 kilos, so it's very, very light. Alright, let's get it going, not blowing on the microphone because that will be way too loud. Low speed, very, very quiet. High speed, it's still quiet enough to talk over. I'm assuming you can hear me over this. Oscillation, that's going to blow on the microphone. Degrees to the right. And as you saw, you can actually move it so that it will actually go 90 degrees either way, but 45 degrees, 90 degrees total. That should be centered there. So that's centered and 45 degrees left and right. What a terrific addition to my Makita LXT range. We do a fair bit of camping up here in the Northern Territory, and those that have watched me for a while know that it's bloody hot up here almost all year round. So getting air moving around you, especially in a tent or a swag, you Americans need to look up what a swag is. It makes it so much more comfortable if you've got air moving. At $149, let's talk about value for money. It's a little on the dear side for a fan. There are other rechargeable fans on the market that are cheaper and slightly larger. However, fitting in with my Makita range and being able to utilize the LXT batteries, which I already have, is a pretty handy thing. A lot of the non-name brand ones that use separate batteries, I think don't have an oscillating function, although I think my mate Phil has got one that oscillates. I'm sure Phil will comment in the bottom. I think it's a Coleman. Phil, let me know anyway. But I saw this, thought that fits really well with my LXT range, plus it gives me another tool for me to review on my FriBaT segment. So at $149, it's probably not the best value portable battery powered fan out there, but typical for all of these tool manufacturers, they always put a premium on these things. So I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 beers for value. Functionality, wow, it pumps out some air, it oscillates, so it's not just directed on one person if you're sitting around camp or whatever else. It's got variable speed for the fan, and it's got the timer built in. So for functionality, I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5 beers. It does exactly what it should do. It's just a little on the dear side. Alright, well that's it for this week's FriBaT. I hope you enjoyed that. Please comment, please like, share and subscribe. I've got an awful lot of people who are watching who aren't subscribers. Subscribing doesn't cost you anything. It helps the channel out stacks and enables me to continue bringing you this content. If you're enjoying it, please let me know. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next week.